Hi, I just watched the video that I'm about to present, and I realize that it is really specifically for non-COVID times, right? It will pertain to when people begin traveling again. And also, I just want to make a note, ask you to take notes. Pull out a pencil and paper, and I covered a lot of points. This was difficult to put together. It took a lot of thinking, actually tons of map work and tons of thinking about how I was going to assemble it, and so anyway, it was a lot of fun, and hopefully I can do more of these. Tell me if you like it, okay? Also, yeah, please watch it, share it, like it. Well, if you like it, YouTube will present this to other viewers, so they have a chance to see it, and so that helps me a lot. Watch this before moving to DaNang. Hello everybody. When you arrive here at first, there will be a lot of mystery surrounding your arrival. When you leave the airport, immediately to your left is a money exchanger with a good rate. Buy some dong, buy lots of dong, and become a millionaire. Then walk past the little hustler dude who is trying to sell you a $20 ride into town. Walk to the cabbie in front and give him your address and make sure he turns on the meter. You'll be surprised to realize your cab ride was 100,000 dong, or about $4. Let's talk about the scale of DaNang. DaNang has a population of 1.1 million people. The main city between the airport and the Han River is very dense. Traffic is often crazy. During rush hour, be on your A game. It's only 3.5 miles from the airport to the beach. The peninsula is way less dense than downtown, and riding is much easier and much less freaky. Mega Mart is the closest thing to Costco you will find here. It's a massive warehouse-style grocery store with clothes, housewares, tools, food by the case, refrigerated meat room, giant fresh fish section and with live tanks, bakery, freezer foods, condiments, both Viet and Western condiments, and a respectable produce section. But remember to get your bags of produce weighed and tagged and back before you get to the register. Also bring your own bags to carry your stuff away, or you can buy one there or two. Lin Visa is my visa agent. If you are here more than 90 days, you will need a visa agent. And with the new rules coming at the end of COVID, you may need an agent every 30 days. There are a few agents in this area, but I use Lynn and I trust her with all of my stuff. She also walks people through the motorbike licensing rigmarole. She is easy to find in Facebook. Lynn Visa, L-Y-N-N Visa. Vincom is our sparkly, newish, clean, modern mall. Inside you will find H&M, Giordano, Starbucks, movie theaters, and 100 other shops, including restaurants, coffee shops, an ice rink, VinFast car dealership, and a great place to park your moto when you need some exercise and want to walk around the river. Koreatown is the expat enclave that's full of good apartments for cheap and lots of restaurants catering to the Western palate. I don't live here, but I do spend a lot of time here drinking coffee, hanging with friends, and eating. Pull up a map and really explore this place. General Kunle Father Fad. It took me a long time to find this business. I'm not sure what his name is. He said at one point, call me Nicholas. I will call him Kunle. Anyway, he is the guy who clothes big people. I am 6'2" and 200 pounds. I have a 38-inch waist and a 34-inch inseam. I wear a size 12 shoe. Good luck finding stuff out there. Mostly we can, but often not. He is the guy to talk to. It might take a while, but he will find those jeans, those cargo shorts, that shirt. His shop is small, and I think he has a loyal bunch of customers. Hopefully he does. I hate to see him go. Pharmacies. The word for pharmacy in Vietnam is Thuoc, T-H-U-O-C. They're on the map all over the place. Meds are super cheap, and you don't need a prescription. I use the same pharmacist down the street from my house. I buy 2 months of meds at a time. They like me. Often they sell 1 or 2 pills at a time to the locals. They will help me find something if I don't have it. Pharmacy, again, in Vietnamese is Thuoc. There will be signs in front. So open Google Maps, not Google Earth, but Google Maps, and zoom in on the area you're interested in and search on pharmacy in English, and it'll pull up all the little hits for the pharmacies around in your area that you're searching on. Koreatown. So I live on the edge of Koreatown. The main vein of Koreatown is Duong Din Ne Street in red here. So DaNang is a resort place where Asians come to. There are Chinese, Japanese, and Korean tourists mostly. Koreatown caters to Korean tourists. There are many Korean restaurants here, and Vietnamese full-service barbershops and massage parlors. There's a fabulous vegan joint here close to Vincom, which may or may not have anything to do with the Koreans, but it's in Koreatown. Lin Ung Pagoda. Ah, the giant Buddha statue you can see from the beach. Rumor is she protects us from the violent storms. None have landed in DaNang since she was built. They have come close, though. Fall of 2020, we had 13 named typhoons that came close, but no direct hits, thank God. And we can attribute that to the Lin Ung Pagoda, if you believe in that stuff. And I am beginning to. So I have discovered a really nice walk. I will park my moto under Vincom and walk the rectangle around the river and over the bridges. It's an easy, level walk with stairs on one end of the dragon. This is a good way to spot many restaurants which you can visit later, and there are good places for tea and coffee and photography along the way. Fishing Fleet Marina. After you rent your moto and really start exploring, you will bump into the Fishing Fleet Harbor. It's a good-sized body of water full of big fishing boats. If you drive all the way around it, you'll see marine industrial stuff like 10-foot diameter brass propellers and big boats being built out of wood, and fishing processing factories, which on a hot day can be pretty ripe, but it's kind of fun. The industrial aspect of that is kind of fun. Latte Mart. Latte Mart is a multi-level department store with grocery stores, a theater, housewares, restaurants. If you mixed a mall and a grocery store together, you'd get this. Spend some time. It's fun. Big C and Chutkan. Big C is very similar to Latte Mart in layout and what's there. If I'm going to Chutkan across the street, I usually park under Big C. The location is dense, busy, chaotic, fun, crazy, and best navigated on foot. Chutkan has a massive footprint, and inside are 2,000 stalls squeezed into a rabbit warren of never-ending hallways. Bring a compass so you can find your way out. I'm serious about that. I mean, I was like so lost in there, and I had when I first got here, I was carrying a compass in my pocket all the time, and that's a good idea anyway. Okay, the train station. I haven't used the train system yet here in Vietnam. I will take the train to Hue, which is 100 kilometers to the north. The train takes you through places you will never otherwise see, like through the jungle. It's a slow ride, which might be very nice. I will make a video about it. And that should be a relaxing ride. You know, it sort of clickety-clacks along. It's not a bullet train by any means. It's actually kind of a rickety little thing, but pretty well used and well maintained. It's just kind of old. And but it should be a fun trip. That should be a really fun trip. Wa's Place. Okay, so yeah, this is cool. Wa's Place is a fairly well-known surfer hostel on the beach, 8 kilometers south of DaNang. Wa was 9 years old when the Marines landed in his village in 1965. He has been an honorary Marine ever since. Wa taught the Marines Vietnamese, and the Marines taught Wa English. Wa holds the annual Marine Corps birthday party at his place. Wa's Place also hosts a massive 2-day keg party in the summer. Maybe not last summer or this summer. We'll see. Wa's sister cooks a very nice hamburger, and there is freshwater shower curbside in front for when you return from the beach, which is 60 meters to the east. Hoi An is a very cool burg to the south of DaNang, about 25 kilometers. Hoi An is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is a very old Vietnamese, Japanese, Portuguese, and French trading port. Now it is a well-preserved tourist spot that is famous for custom tailoring. I am discovering the best restaurants are not in Old Town. And An Bong is the beach due north of Hoi An with small beach hotels. It's nice. Hoi An is fabulous for walking. I'm a big walker. I love to walk. Kin Kin. So this was a really lucky find. My friend Jonah showed me Kin Kin, which is a hole-in-the-wall Thai restaurant just below the DaNang Bay Road. The green curries are excellent and very cheap. You get a decent-sized bowl of chicken or pork curry and a large portion of rice. I just mix them together and snarf. It's so good and like $2. I highly recommend. Restaurant hunting. So I've been here for 2.5 years. I've been here for, 31 months, 32 months maybe. and seek out new restaurants all the time. I haven't even scratched the surface here. I mean, for an expat, the easy restaurants are in Antung. The expat enclave, you will find pizza and burgers and smoothie joints and English-speaking staff. But the real fun is when you find a small fish joint near the water someplace and play mini roulette. You get fried frog legs, and fish cheek. Seriously, that's kind of fun. You never know what you're going to get. So you just get a menu with blurry pictures and all in Vietnamese, and you point. And you point again, and you point again, and they bring out 3 dishes, and you have no idea what you're getting. And that's really fun. Frog legs and fried rice, and who knows what the other thing was. But that was great. That was really fun. Green Island. I want to stress the importance of map reading and exploring on your motorbike, and exploring on foot. Map reading is essential for the true explorer. Some people just don't have it in them. I know someone here who is shockingly, even after living here for a long time, had no concept of cardinal directions. She used a GPS to navigate on her moto, but had no concept of the big picture. I stress map reading. Load Google Earth Pro on your laptop. Load a GPS function on your phone. One better than Google Maps, so you can do waypoints, etc. It makes it more fun and interesting to actually know where you are. So that brings us to Green Island. I actually was looking for the vaccine clinic because I wanted my annual flu shot, and my doc said to get a pneumonia vaccine as well. I noticed a short arched bridge over a small canal flowing out into the bigger Han River. I rode my moto over the bridge and around the island and had tea on the edge of the river at Amazon Coffee. I sat directly riverside with an umbrella and a table and watched snowy egrets playing in the mud at low tide. They look like snowy egrets. I mean, I have no idea really. You know, tall, skinny white birds with long necks and yellow beaks. Grab your girlfriend and go walk around Green Island. You'll be amazed. And there is another word for Green Island that I will share with you only if you ask. Ask me in the comments and I'll tell you what it is. But you need to go explore it. Okay, so where do you rent a motorbike? Jessica and Kwong. Let me introduce you to Jessica Mai, the motorbike rental lady, and her husband Kwong. They have a fabulous business model. They do maintenance, rescue you if it breaks, and provide fabulous service. I have rented from them since I got here. Some people tell me I'm crazy for renting for so long. I pay $50 a month for full service rental. They changed my oil. They have rescued me a couple of times, which means they showed up on a new bike, handed it to me, and I rode off, and they dealt with the problem bike with zero hassle for myself. I picked up my fixed bike the next day. That to me is worth $50 a month. They've changed tires, fixed flats, change oil, do tune-ups. You know, you just show up and they greet you with a smile and a cup of coffee and have you sit down and they deal with your bike. It cost me $50 a month, and that's no problem at all. You know, it's a great deal. And I don't need to go through the hassle of owning my own bike when I don't need to. Beaches. Okay, DaNang has beaches, or should I say one beach that's 30 kilometers long. I have walked giant stretches of the beach, maybe 15 kilometers of it, in sections over time. It's beautiful. I also walk fairly covered up because I'm fair-skinned and my skin tells me, no sun, thank you. The Viets also avoid the sun like the plague and hit the east-facing beaches as the sun sets in the west. So pre-sunset is the crazy busy time on the beach in early morning. The beach is very wide at low tide and quite narrow at high tide, so Google the tide tables for DaNang. Go swim, go walk, go surfing. Oh, yes. Only swim between the flags and ropes because those are patrolled with lifeguards. And enjoy. Walking barefoot on sand is the best thing you can do for your feet.